Hi everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Studio, and I have a little how-to tutorial on how I made my last winter envelope journal, the one with the cute little animal photographs on it, and I'll put a picture in right here to jog your memory. It's already been sold from the Etsy shop, but I'm going to make a second one, and I'm going to show you how I put it together. And you'll need two large envelopes. Now, this is going to be whatever size you want for your journal, but I have nine, let's see, these are 9 by 6. These are 9 by 6 Kraft envelopes, and I would suggest a very heavyweight envelope because it makes really the best cover for your journal. Or maybe if you have an envelope, if you have an envelope that is not Kraft but is, fairly sturdy, make sure that the papers you put on here to decorate it with are a good scrapbook, cardstockish kind of weighted paper, sort of like the Tim Holtz paper, it's something that's got some sturdiness to it so that you can make a nice envelope. Now, alternative to that, of course, is to cut a piece of cardstock that fits inside your envelope like so, and you can just stick it in there and make sure it doesn't interfere with the spine fold or anything, but you can do that also to shore up your envelope. So, got that out. And then you'll need two smaller envelopes. I chose Kraft again because of the matching, but you can use any envelope then, any kind of weight for the inside envelopes, but you'll need two smaller envelopes than what your main ones are. I am in love with this tape, and this is package tape. It's a Kraft color paper with glue underneath. I will list down below where I got this on Amazon, but I love it because it really matches the Kraft shade, and that is so hard when you're using something light colored to cover it up with distress ink and everything, which is possible. You possibly can do it, but I am really loving how this is matching that color. So, but it's an investment, so if you don't work with a lot of Kraft then papers, then you probably won't use that much of it, but in case you do, I'm going to list that down below. But you'll need some kind of reinforcement for the spine, whether it's masking tape or Tyvek envelope, or something. You'll need something to shore up the spine a bit. So you'll need that, and you'll need some cardstock, because we're going to reinforce the spine even more with a little strip of cardstock. Alrighty, so let's get started with, and your glue, of course, your glue, and a way to, I know I keep adding, right, and a way to make a score line. Now I have a scoreboard, which is really great for Kraft envelopes because they're kind of heavyweight, but you can get away with using a ruler and a stylus, and having maybe it would be even better if your surface wasn't quite so hard, like if you had an old book or something that was a little kind of a bit of a padding. You can also do it like so. So I'm just gave you an alternative there, sorry about that. And now what we're going to do first of all is we're going to score our envelope. You're going to just line it up somewhere, it doesn't matter where. So I'm just lining it up on this 1/2 inch here all the way down. You're going to score a 1/4 of an inch on each side of that natural fold all the way down. Okay, on both sides. So you go over a 1/4 of an inch, just like so. Okay, and you'll be doing that to both envelopes. You will be giving it a fold. Now you are kind of working with that natural fold. We're going to get rid of that eventually here. fold it down like so. All right, so this is going to eventually be our spine right here. And you'll do that to both. Now, so now I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue that spine area from in between the two score lines that we made. I'm going to glue that area. Pretty good there. I'm going to have the flaps face one another, and I'm going to slide this guy inside, and I'm going to align all of the score lines together. So usually if I align these two like so, I've got, it's the score line here, I'm aligning it with the score line that is the one we made over here. So the two score lines we made are the ones that should be aligning with one another. Okay, and should be able to fold them down. They should meet nicely. Okay, and once that's set, then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to glue down this flap here that's on the back, and make sure I've got glue inside this area all along here. Okay, we're just gonna press that down. Now at this point I wanted to add that if you have paper like I do and you print your own paper but you have a border around it, it's going to make, you know, a smaller sheet than if you just got a regular 8.5 by 11, which is perfect to fit inside the journal as it is. So if you're using scrapbook paper, you won't have this problem. But for me, I just don't like the way that these borders are so big all the way around. And that's just me. Nothing wrong with it. If you think that's fine for you, that's okay. But what I end up doing with these envelopes is I end up cutting off about a quarter of an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch. I cut off at the top just so that I can have, you know, a skinny border all the way around this my digital once I've trimmed off the border. So now is the time to do that, and then you'll want to, of course, go in there and glue down where you cut. Just reach in there and glue it down. I usually come around here and I glue in behind this. Doesn't have to go all the way in, just around the edges. So that's usually what I do, and I glue it down, and it's perfectly fine. It's never created a problem. So that's what I do to the ones to have the border printouts fit the way I like to see it. Okay, just want to get that out there. Now we need to reinforce that spine. So I have a piece of cardstock that's just a little less than the 1/2 inch there, because I want to make sure that I still am able to freely fold over the two sides. So it needs to be a little under a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to glue that down here. Now, if you're sewing in your signatures, you may not have to be so careful with this. You probably don't need it. But because I am putting in eyelets and having it to be like an elastic, I want to make sure that I have a good strong base there. So that's why I'm putting in the cardstock, and just make sure that it's folding up nicely. Yes, it is. Yay. All right, so that's why I'm putting that extra little bit of support. Now, if you have a thinner envelope than Kraft, you may want to put down 2 strips of it, actually. You may want to do that. And really, the more I'm feeling that, I think think I am going to put down 2 strips. I think I'm going to put down the second strip here. Because I can't, it's terrible. It's been like a month since I made the other one, and I can't remember if I put down 1 or 2, but I am putting down 2. You just want to be confident that your elastic won't stress the spine so it begins to bend too much. So I'm just going to go ahead with two strips down there. That should be sufficient for any envelope. It's 2 strips. Oh, I like that. So what we're trying to do is not have that natural fold, fold. We want to kind of erase that and eradicate it. So that's why we're putting down this reinforcement down like that. Now I'm going to take my tape and I am going to put down, first I'm going to cut off a length that's about the length of a little over the length of my journal, because I want the tape to go around to the front. So I've cut off about this much here, about an inch, come on, getting out of, oh dear, didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm getting out of frame, sorry. It is about, an inch on each side, a couple inches longer than the height of my journal. And I know this is pretty sticky, but I am just, you know what? I'm a bit of a glue queen, so I am going to actually, get rid of it. I am going to glue a little skip of glue just in this area. I know, yeah, I'm kind of mean in hyper mode, right? I'm just putting down a skip of glue right down here. Because we're not using this as pockets, so it doesn't matter that we're gluing it down there. Okay. Here we go. And we'll just put this down like so. There. And I will kind of work it down inside that little crease there. I'm just going to work it down a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap it down here just for a little extra oomph. All right. So everything is all reinforced and it's all ready. Now is the time to ink around your journal cover if that's what you like to do. I did add a little bit of extra ink down on the spine just to darken it up a little bit. You may also want to just put a little bit of glue just on the inside around. I've already done that, but here, maybe this is a little empty. Just a little bit, around there on the first part of the envelope opening, just to give you a flat surface to work with. And yeah, so we'll stop here for this time, and next time we come together we'll decorate the inside with the extra pockets, and we'll decorate the outside of the cover as well. So please subscribe so you don't miss that, and thank you so much for viewing, and we will talk to you later. Bye.